Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very special welcome to Mattias Ekstrom to a very special press conference for our brand new World Rallycross Champion 2016. Mattias Ekstrom, how does that sound? What a brilliant result. 30 points, the gap you needed. It was up and down all the way through the final, but you've done it. You are the World Rallycross Champion.
Yeah, I mean, it's emotional when the final was over and the guys were screaming in the radio that we are world champions. In my mind, we were not, because I thought with the result that came, it wouldn't happen. So until I saw Neil Cole coming in with the microphone, then I thought he is very often right. So when he then started asking, then it took maybe 5 or 10 seconds. It felt like electricity through the whole body, and I started realizing probably it's true. And then it's like you become from the strongest adrenaline overpushed person to a sentimental little boy who feels just weak, and it's a weird feeling. I must say, in this way I never felt before, and now I start to enjoy it. But the first couple of minutes it just felt so strange, but now I'm starting to like it.
It's surely going to take some time to sink in. I know you've achieved some fantastic things in your career. This is an FIA World Championship title. There are only 5 of those in a year, and one of them's got your name etched on it. You know, Solberg won the first 2 years. You're only the second ever World Rallycross Champion. It's been a dominant season. It's such a fantastic achievement.
I mean, I'm really proud in general what I achieved in my career, because it's always difficult and the competition is hard. So, I mean, everybody asks, how big is this for you? And I mean, I remember when I won the Swedish touring car in 1999 with Audi in a Quattro. I was not crying because the circumstances wasn't for crying, it was more for for hard words. And then DTM back in 2004, I remember I was just enjoying, because I didn't really understand in the first moment. Then I got drunk for the first time in my life. And then afterwards, I must say, the Race of Champions win against Sébastien Loeb in Stade de France in Paris. That was the next thing which I felt big. And then Michael Schumacher, racing against him and winning against him in Race of Champions. Then my second DTM title. Then it had been a long, long way with feeling no real big things that beat those. But now finally this title definitely beats them all, because I think most of the people in this paddock and in this sport and in motorsport in general who have seen, when I wanted to start EKS, it was for one reason. It was to win a world title, because I really would like to go to those FIA prize givings, which I only read about. And it's pretty difficult to explain, but if you take nearly all of your private money, you call up every friend you know who love cars and have a big passion, and you decide every single person who joins this team should come for one reason. It's to want to be world champion. I cannot offer enough payment or money, but we will have good food, we will have good fun, we will build the best cars, and we will have a respect level against our competitors. We will behave fairly hard, but also with respect, and try to win, and hope that when we win, that people clap their hands. Because winning with the respect, and I already had so many of my competitors congratulating me and the team, that it was really counts.
Oh, it's fantastic, Mattias. Everybody is so chuffed for you. I know how much passion you put into this, making me feel quite emotional. Well done. It's just brilliant. How have you kept those emotions at bay this weekend? Because you've been frighteningly calm. I said it on the television coverage. Is it a mask? You know, you can be honest now. It's done. Now you've got the title. The emotion came out at the end. Was that because you were having to control those feelings through the roller coaster of the weekend?
I'm not sure if I should say this, but there is over the years I have met a lot of great motorsport guys, and none of them really have been my best friends, but I learned a lot from them. And you know, in a way I tell who are my heroes. Many people know I like Walter Earl and Stig Blomqvist, but how to treat nervousness comes from Colin McRae. And back at Swedish Rally in 1999 or 2000, I think it was, one of those years, I met him. and I was so nervous that I could hardly not sleep. And then he gave me something, a trick which he calls the Colin McRae trick. He explained me how to do it, and since then I've done it, and that makes me look boringly calm, but that's why it feels weird, because one of the biggest tricks that helped me mentally comes from a guy that is not here, and I also admire the way he did drive and how he did behave. I could never copy him because I don't have his talent, but it feels somehow special to learn from those guys that they shared with me. And the next is von Schumacher. I will never forget the words when we walked to the press conference, and I just beated him, and he said, "You need to know when you deserve to win, and you need to know when you deserve to lose. And today you beated me fair and square." And suddenly I got goosebumps when he said this, because for me, those guys, I grew up watching, and I also understand now what they meant. Because winning has a price, and you don't really want to win if nobody claps their hands. And also being nervous is one of the biggest things, because everybody know how much is at stake when you stand on the start line. And surely I did not behave the very best in turn 1 today. I was driving like a chicken, being conservative and careful. But it's a part of my driving style. I don't want to go in there and smash and, piss people off, because in the end, if you win and they don't like you, there has no value for the victory has no value. And I really hope that everybody can see this and also appreciates this, because that's what I learned over the years. Because in the beginning of my career, I won sometimes the wrong way, and that has no value, and this has the real value.
A word for Audi. Obviously, you're winning here in Germany. You missed your day job. You're a DTM driver, and the hard work you put into the start of this season meant that Audi saw there was a chance here for you to win the World Championship. They told you to come and race for it. You've done it in Germany. Your second home. That's pretty cool as well, I think.
I mean, this is also because I got this question so many times, and I think probably this will be the last time I will answer it. For me, as a Swedish guy, to come to Germany and try to make a living out of motorsport in an extreme country like Germany is for car industry was very difficult, and I had a lot of challenges trying to survive as a factory driver here, because the demands are really, really high. And before the year, or actually before the project started, I had a deal with my bosses that DTM stays priority and I'm allowed to do this as prior to project. But when I could feel after Barcelona, which was the key event of the year, that I performed well and we were leading the championship, I wrote an email and sent an email to Dieter Gass asking if he could imagine an exception. I mean, I know our deal, so I don't want a deal breaker. I just asked them if they can. And I felt after a couple of days that they came back and they were happy to give me the chance. And I think that's also when you're loyal to someone and you behave well and you ask a favor. Very few people think it's correct not to make exceptions if someone deserves to get one. And to get that exception and to be able to race here was feeling, the pressure that came was not anymore only from my side or from my team, and it also comes from a complete brand. And I know my colleagues, they love winning, they hate losing, and the only thing they expected was me to win. And that, I have to say, is a bit weird, but that first time in my life I really felt some pressure, because it comes with expectations. And at this track, which is so difficult and dangerous, turn 1 especially, to just get a text from my boss where he congratulates me, that was a very special feeling.
I'm sure the very special feelings will continue for the next few days. Mattias Ekstrom, congratulations, World Rallycross Champion 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Thanks
Fantastic. Thank you so much.